A very good morning. It's Mark here. It is Thursday, June the 26th. US session underway now, just after 8 a.m. Eastern. It's just after noon GMT. And let's have a look how the markets are shaping up. Familiar pattern I'm seeing on the US dollar index. All 4 days this week has been sold off, red candlesticks. And even the way the candles develop has been the same over the first 4 days of this week, with most of the selling coming during the Asian European session, and then when the US session sets in, a bit of a fight back, and then we'll see how that works out. And you can see today it was all the way down, support at 96.59, and there's the wickets left. There's the wickets left behind. That's the US dollar fighting back. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see the US dollar being sold off all the way down to support here. And in the past 4 hours now, this is the US dollar fighting back going into the US session. Buyers, US dollar strength, buyers, what we're seeing right now, will look up to this 97.20 resistance, test, break higher, whereas a continuation of US dollar weakness would look to come down and retest this 96.59 support area. And for now, it's sitting at that 97 level. Sellers will want to see it come below the 97 level. Let's have a look at the S&P. Equity markets have really been strong, and S&P sitting at record highs. If I go back, you can see it's tried this level since the end of last year. 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth time of trying, and it looks like it has broken higher. And I'm seeing that in off-market trading. That's the futures market. We can see support here at 6,145, yesterday's close, and already the resistance now is 6,169. Wall Street opens up in an hour and a half. We'll see if that demand continues and whether we can continue to see this push higher, new record highs on the S&P. If sellers step in, it'll be off this area, this resistance area, where they step in and look back down at the 6,144 support area. Let's have a look at gold. Looking pretty flat again. I mean, you can see yesterday, slight move higher, but hanging around that 3,320 area. Gapped a little higher to start today's trading. Resistance now sitting at 3,350. I've got support at 3,328. It's about a $20 range for now. Red candlestick so far from the gap up. It has come down that little bit. And if I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see the range we're sitting at. 3,328 is what sellers will be looking to test or come below, and buyers will be looking up at that 3,350 resistance area. And right now sitting pretty much in the middle, maybe a little bit towards the bottom part of this range, closer to support. Let's have a look at oil, which took a bit of a breather yesterday, hanging around that $66, $67 mark. And you can see very little change today. I've got support at 66.17, resistance at 67.06. That's under $1. That's a narrow range to be trading. So not much has happened yet. Buyers, of course, will be looking above this 67 level on the way up to try and recoup some of these losses, whereas sellers will be looking at this support of 66.14, been tested 3 times, and that's the level they'll be looking to break below. Bitcoin also, where it closed yesterday, has tested higher. Look at resistance is now 108,372, 108.3 thousand, and support sitting at 107.1 thousand, just over $1,000 range for now. but sitting pretty tight. And where it closed yesterday, let's zoom in on the hourly. And there you can see the range that Bitcoin's been sitting in. Sellers will be looking to come and test this 107,000 area and to come lower, break below this support, which it's been trying but unable to break lower. Buyers will be looking for a bounce up of the support area around 107,000, come up and test the 108,000 or perhaps higher. If I zoom out to the daily, uptrend very much in place, higher highs, higher lows, and it looks like buyers will be looking to break this 108,000 on the way to getting back to the 110,000 or higher. Good trading, and I will see you at end of day session.